What is going on, you guys? My name is Rage and we are back more with some Doom 2.0 raid video guys for you all. You know, it's been a couple weeks now since it's come out, and the importance of the teal orbs in preparation for Dark Dimension 5 cannot be more apparent as players prepare and push their alliance higher and higher. With our group, we've been consistently pushing anywhere from 75 to 85 to 90. Ideally, we want to hit 100% so that way we can move on to 2.1. That being said, we have now a really good sense of which characters work for each nodes, and so I do want to kind of walk you through really the 5-6 characters that are viable against each of the nodes, and as well touch base on guide reference that I have been working on and kind of re-summarizing and revising. So that being said, I just want to give a shout out to Full Meadow. I'm going to put his link in the description below for some of the threads that he's been able to actually create on Reddit. And what I've done is I've actually re-summarized his notes and kind of in a more concise manner and reshaped it into a guide that you guys can use if there were specific nodes that you're having issues with. Please feel free to use. So as you can see from the screenshot, this is just a sample, but you know, you can see here with Bio Node 1, there's generally a general strategy to it, as well as what you should be doing for the opening turn, and then additionally the cleanup. You can see here that the red font actually refers to the enemies, whereas the blue font is our team and abilities that we should use. But hopefully this is able to give you kind of a reference and strategy as you attempt each node. Maybe perhaps there's certain pain points that you're trying to get through. But I'll make sure to put that in the link in the description below, just because you know, it's very apparent right now in the community that there isn't really a centralized guide. And although infographics do capture a lot of data in a concise manner, sometimes we just need to actually read through the details in terms of understanding the attacking order, really strategizing and slowing things down as opposed to a summarized infographic. So that personally helps me. Hopefully this helps you guys as well. But that being said, let's dive into actually the 5 main characters then that are generally used for each of the respective traits. For the bio node specifically, it's the Symbiotes. There's no other viable roster team right now, just because of the fact that they have such strong synergy and they are actually able to get through quite efficiently. So I currently have 6 characters right now, the 5 Symbiotes plus Phylavel, and whenever one of them do fall, I can just sub her in. But generally you'll find that the 5 symbiote characters, just due to the synergy and taking advantage of the turn meter, they're going to be the best characters to push through the bio nodes and get all the way through, connecting with the rest of the other traits. Moving forward now into the skill nodes here, without a doubt right now, especially if you want to be able to one-shot attempt all 3 nodes in skill, it is going to be Secret Avengers being Captain Sam, Sharon Carter, and Maria Hill, just because they have a lot of energy supplementation, healing, and as well Sharon Carter has a very handy stun and ability block. Now the next 2 is extremely pivotal. Shang Chi actually just came out of nowhere in terms of being able to provide immense value. He's got a cleanse that he can provide for the team, as well as a heal, and his ultimate actually devastates so much damage even without his fellow heroes for hire. He's just such a strong addition for the skill nodes, especially when combined with the last character here being Castro. Castro really synergizes with Shang Chi in the sense that she applies that special, applying defense down across all the different enemies, and when you can chain that up with Shang Chi's ultimate, it absolutely devastates waves of enemies. So this for sure right now is the 5 that I would recommend. There's other notable additions such as Moondragon. You can argue that Gamora, given how powerful she is with the Infinity Watch, but generally those original 5 right there can get the job done. And then if you wanted to have a second wave of team for a sacrifice, you know, Gamora, Moondragon, they're all very viable characters to be slotted in, but the best efficient character is those top 5 I just recommended there. With respect to the Mystic nodes now, this is where things do get a little interesting because, you know, Mystic turns out to actually have some of the heaviest arsenal of characters available. But what I found from just researching and doing the guides online right now is that the best is obviously going to be the new Warriors team, being Dagger, Cloak, as well as Deathpool, just because they were actually originally intended for raids. As you can see, I still have to work on my Dagger and Cloak, but they're very strong additions, and honestly, having the synergy of the new Warriors is the difference of making the Mystic nodes easy versus hard. So right now I am having challenges right now, even with a decked out roster in Dr. Doom, Adam Warlock, Ebony Maw, Deathpool, and Silver Surfer. But I would say the ideal 5 is actually the new Warriors plus either Adam Warlock, Silver Surfer working hand in hand, and as well as Dr. Doom. You know, so the odd man out may potentially be Ebony Maw or Dr. Doom, depending on your situation, whether or not you have unlocked Dark Dimension 4. But in my opinion, those guys are all slottable, and just having the new Warriors as that base foundation can be the difference between having a good time or a bad time going through the Mystic nodes. With respect to tech nodes, the top 5 that's been consistently used is actually Dr. Doom, Kestro. Shuri's breathed in some new life for her usability, just because she's one of the few characters right now in tech that can apply defense up, especially at the start of a turn. Dr. Octopus is really tanky. He's got great sustain, and he can also flip positive conditions in our favor while also preventing offense down against our team. And Minerva actually synergizing, having that little bit of wiggle room with the revivability. She's got a heal that can bypass heal block. So I mean, those 5 right now are currently who I'm using, and that's doing pretty decent through tech. But other notable mentions have been Ghost, Ultron that can summon minions to actually help out and assist, take damage. The one surprising one that wasn't actually recommended is Nebula, because whenever we're up against a enemy hero surfer, they're going to be able to actually take advantage of bonuses because of Nebula being on the enemy side. So given how powerful she is, I could definitely see her being used as part of a slot in 5 character. But keep in mind, she does actually bolster the enemy Silver Surfer, so that's one thing to be duly mindful of here. And then last but not least, the only viable team right now building for these mutant nodes is actually the Astonishing X-Men, being Bishop, Iceman, Beast, Kitty Pryde, as well as Jubilee. As you can see, I'm not actually leveled up right now. I'm trying to get them up as high as possible in preparation for those nodes, and that's really what's going to be the difference for our team, getting from 80, 90% to 100%, is that everyone's got to pitch in. That's currently my pain point right now. As you can see, I can probably bring in Mr. Sinister, Emma Frost, and Phoenix as just supplementary pieces until I get the other mutants up. But right now, the Astonishing X-Men is definitely the team to look for right now, because they are built for raids. Their synergy, the fact that they can manipulate the turn meter with enemies going down, and Jubilee absolutely maximizes on that. So that so far it seems to be the only viable team right now in the raids, which is why I would strongly recommend you guys investing in them early if you can, because they are going to pay dividends in the long term. So that in essence is right now teams that are viable for all the different traits currently in the Doom 2 raids here. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, able to give you a quick overview of the key characters right now to invest in. As well, like I said, take a chance to take a look at the guide. Once again, I just want to give credit to Full Metal creating the guides on Reddit. And again, I only did the summarizing and some revisions just to kind of add in my touch here and there. But all credit goes to him, as he did 70-80% of the writing, and I only edited it. So thank you always, you guys. Do appreciate you checking out this video. Hope this is able to help you in your further progression. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.